That talk to the lady. How do I get a man to be faithful? Shea cutoff is a 99.9%. Leave him yesterday. Leave him yesterday. What is up, y'all? It's Amari. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. If you are new here, go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. So today, as you read by the title, we are doing a drive with me girl talk because I like the yap, you like the yap. Let's yap together and make it a girl talk. If you'd like to participate in one of these videos, go ahead and go over to my Instagram and follow me because sometimes I just randomly post. Ask me some questions and don't miss the opportunity to ask the question, okay? Some of y'all got some juicy questions and I want to know, like, what's the tea? I was gonna post each question, but some of these people I know in real life, like real life, so I'm like, maybe I should just keep it anonymous, and I feel like even the people I don't know, maybe they would like it anonymous as well. So go ahead and grab your water, your charcuterie board, your wine, your fruit punch drink, your kava, whatever the case is, just go ahead and grab it and let's go sit down and let's go chat, okay? Because it's been a while. So the first question I got, when you moving back to Dallas? Okay, I dread this question because I feel like I'm always on the back and forth, like Dallas, Atlanta, Dallas, Atlanta, Dallas, Atlanta. And now that I'm pregnant and I have all the people in Georgia like, you're pregnant, you need to stay where your family is. And I'm like, but all my friends live in Texas. The Texas end, my friends are like, hey, we got you regardless. Like, we got you. It's so loud. To simply answer the question, I am residing in Georgia for a little bit since I am giving a baby and all my family lives here. But I'll be back to my bookies. I'll be back, y'all. Like, don't, like, as of now, I'll be back. Mind you, I just left Dallas, y'all, so this is why it's even funnier. Did I answer the question? I hope so. We moving on it regardless. I'm gonna get sad off the first question, like. So the next question someone asked is, how do you feel about ChatGPT therapy? Oh my god, this is such a good question. I didn't even know how against it I was until someone asked me this. ChatGPT is not real therapy. You need to go see the lady or the man. I'm not gonna I know how y'all get, but y'all need to go see somebody. The somebody with the license, clinical psychologist, the counselor, the psychiatrist, all of it. Y'all need to go see all of it. Get off ChatGPT. It's lying to you. You're not getting any better. You be wrong. And ChatGPT not telling you. It's enabling you. And go sit on the couch, get on the Zoom, whatever need be. Okay, y'all need BetterHelp.com is better than ChatGPT, and we all know about BetterHelp.com. Okay, you probably finna see they ad in the next. You probably gonna see their ad in one of these YouTube videos you watch. BetterHelp come up so often, and this is nothing against ChatGPT. They good for sending emails and fixing typos. Maybe, you know, make this nicer, make this warmer, make this more professional. You know, stuff like that. But therapy. The next question I got is, how does it feel being pregnant and what are things people say that are annoying? We could talk about this all day, babe. But I'm gonna keep it short and cute. I think, how does it feel being pregnant? It honestly feels kind of weird having somebody just move around in your stomach and stuff like that. Like all the symptoms of pregnancy that you get, like some of them we don't talk about enough, okay? Like, but we can get into that in another video. I don't think I was prepared for pregnancy. I don't think anyone is prepared for pregnancy. I'm gonna just be so real with you. The first trimester was truly the trenches. Like, truly the trenches. You thought you've been in the trenches? No. First trimester. Trenches. I never realized how negative people were, okay? So I feel like somebody be like, oh, so how you feeling now? And I be like, oh, I'm feeling great now. Like, you know, after first trimester, I feel so much better. And they be like, oh, just wait. Dang. That's what you had to say? You could have saved them words. Or so when somebody be like, is it better now? I'm like, yeah. And they be like, it's good for now. Just wait. It's gonna get worse. What? Why would you say that? I notice people make things about them, like, just negative. Just negative. You want to see how negative people are? Get married, have a baby. You'll see the most negative people in the world. So negative. Like, you'll tell somebody, oh, I'm getting married. Oh, I got a divorce. Oh. Or, oh, I'm having a baby. Yeah, I miscarried 3. Oh my God. I'm sorry. The next question I got is advice for girls in their 20s. What is something that keeps you motivated? So I think advice I'll give for people in my 20s. I'm only 25, so it's only so much I can give, but I have learned, I guess, a little bit along the way. Main things I learned is learning the art of saying no. Honestly, just saying no. I'm not people pleasing. If I don't want to, it's a no. I'm not agreeing to nothing I don't want to do. No is a complete sentence. No. Just the art of saying no, when to say no, how to say no. Saying no avoids burnout. Saying no will fix a lot of problems. Future problems, the problems that you're currently having. Sometimes you just don't know how to say no, babe. I feel like this needs a whole separate video because I feel like I can go on so many topics about these. And just learn how to say no. Stop people pleasing. Another thing that I learned that could be advice for someone else is motivation only lasts so long. You got about this long with motivation, and then once that run out, baby, if that's all you got, you wouldn't get far anyways. Motivation is like saying, I'm gonna run the marathon. Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm gonna sign up for it. Discipline is training for the marathon, getting up every morning to accomplish this goal of running the marathon. It's like steps. Discipline is continuing showing up after motivation is gone, because motivation only lasts so long. You know how you, like, the night before, you're replaying your whole life. You the new it girl. The it girl version of you waking up at 6 a.m. The it girl version of you saying no. The it girl version of you is cutting people off. Next morning you wake up, it's 9 a.m. Snooze. What's that about? So you were motivated the night before, but motivation didn't get you anywhere. Motivation is buying planners and ain't putting nothing to use. Your life's still unorganized. Some days you're gonna feel inspired. Some days you're gonna want to go. But on the days you don't, that's when discipline comes in. And you gotta get disciplined, babe. Even when you don't want to, just show up. And it helps your discipline day by day, baby steps. Motivation is cute. We love motivation. But she ain't dependable. Motivation is that girl that is boy crazy. If you know anybody that is male-centered or boy crazy, you know they just not dependable. And that's okay. That's where they at in life. Motivation may be good for other things. Being dependable ain't one of them. Next question I got is, how do I get a man to be faithful?
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
Leave that nigga yesterday. Leave him last week. That's it. The next question I got is, OMG, how is married life and what have you learned? Love you. I love you too, Pookie. And married life is great. I would just say something I learned was your triggers are your responsibility. I think a lot of people go into marriage thinking marriage is just going to fix all your issues. It's going to fix all your trauma. But I think going into marriage taught me a healthy marriage holds a mirror to who you are. It just shines a light in places that you were trying to keep dark in a way. That's not your partner's responsibility. That is your responsibility to take care of. Your partner can help, they can point it out, but all in all, it is your responsibility. I think marriage will test your pride more than your patience. That's what I learned. The next question I got is, what is your next hairstyle going to be? So far as next hairstyle, I truly do not know. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm kind of like hairstyled out. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I'm gonna get any more braids because I don't want to sit that long, y'all. I'm going into my 3rd trimester pregnant. I don't think I got it in me. I kind of want something quick, simple. I think my next hairstyle may be like a half up, half down, quick weave, and then after that, I don't know. I want something I can get up and go. Braids are truly low maintenance. Well, at least for me, because I do get up and I do go. I want a style where I can get up and go and do a little something and not look crazy. You feel me? So I don't know what my next hairstyle gonna be, y'all, but y'all find out when I find out. To be honest, I never really plan my hairstyles. I'll just get sick of one and then book something immediately. I'll be like, I gotta get rid of this today. Next question I got was, ever gone ghost from God because you were ashamed? Oh, yes. and it's a trap. For some reason, when you mess up or when you sin, you're like, let me get right first, Lord, and then I'll get back with you. And it's just like, that's not even how it works, dummy. That's not even how it works. How you gonna get right without the source? Don't do it, it's a trap. It truly don't even make sense when you think about it. We acting like Jesus can't actively see us, avoid him. Like, what? Child, girl, don't be like me, be better than me. The next question I got was, what's one toxic trait I had in relationships I've had to own up to? I think a toxic trait that I have is probably, I used to stonewall, and I had to learn that doesn't solve anything. It's manipulative, and it wasn't even out of a fear of conflict, because I am not afraid of confrontation or conflict. It wasn't even because of any of that stuff. I'm just like, you know what, whatever. I'm withdrawing from confrontation, I'm withdrawing from this. I think that was something toxic. And then another thing toxic that I've done, I used to do, sometimes I'm still working on this. I debate a lot. I just debate. I didn't even realize this was a thing. I think my conversation style sometimes is just debating. I feel like some things could just be debatable. It's fun. It feels so light to me, and it doesn't feel like argument. It doesn't feel heavy. But some people, I had to learn, some people, they actually do not like that. It feels like an argument. It feels super heavy to them, and it's just like, I thought this is not a conversation to them. So I think that should not work. I don't even know if that's actually toxic, but I'm going to take it as toxic. Some people might be like, no, that's not, but I'm going to take it as toxic, and it's something I'm working on. And if you say something and I don't agree, actually, I'm that person. It's kind of annoying, but I always speak up. I need to
You know these cigarettes are bad for you. You didn't know that?
You know that's bad for you, nigga.
What?
Talking too fucking much.
That's me talking too much. Like, girl, shut up. Who cares? Someone asked, how do I stop chasing potential and start dating reality? I feel like this is a good question, and I feel like a lot of people do this. I used to do it when I was younger. I used to be like, oh my god, but they have so much potential. If it's not aligned now, you're forcing it. I feel like whenever you like dating for someone for potential, you're seeing them as a constant project of something you gotta work on. They lame today, they lame tomorrow. If it's a duck today, it won't be a dog tomorrow. Point blank period. You ain't ever gonna see a dog say quack. Show me the dog. That's like telling the dog, I know this dog gonna quack in the future. Like, I see the potential. No. Next question somebody asked was, why are relationships so toxic but you really love that person? I think y'all take my advice with a grain of salt, but I think relationships get toxic when there's no growth and no accountability. It's just cycles of stuff. And I think a lot of people are truly not healed from certain things. People act like they're healed, and we can act all day long, but how you react to situations, how you react to certain things shows all day that you are not healed, peekaboo. And I think when you're emotionally attached, you start calling dysfunction loyalty, then you start calling trauma chemistry, because y'all are just trauma bonding. But I also think when you use the word love, I think it's hard for, if two people are together and they don't know Jesus, or one don't know Jesus, or they both don't, one do, the other don't, it's hard to love someone and heal without knowing Jesus truly. You can't love without Jesus. We use the word love as selfish. I think the way Jesus loved was an agape love. You don't have to give anything for me to love you. I think we think love is about receiving, but sometimes it's about giving. It's about sacrifice. And I think when you don't know Jesus, it's hard to know what love is and what actual love looks like. And love can be mixed up. The word love is used so loosely, and it can be mixed up with something else. So if you're in a toxic relationship and you're in a toxic cycle, I think just going back to the root. Am I healed? Asking those questions. Do I know Jesus? Am I loving how Jesus loved me? Like, do you see what I'm saying? The next question someone asked is how to be friends with people / be in a relationship with people when you no longer share the same morals or values. I feel like this is such a good question, because I feel like this is what a lot of people deal with. I feel like everybody deals with this in life at some point in time, and I think it's okay. It's not this big deal. It doesn't have to be drawn up and dramatic. Shake cut off, da 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 da, and forget them. It don't gotta be that. It don't don't gotta be messy, it don't gotta be dramatic, it don't gotta be that, and that's okay. You can just love them from afar, like that's really it. I feel like you can still show love and respect for someone and have different morals and values, like that is normal, y'all. Like, you can still show love and respect for someone and have different morals, values, and beliefs. That is just life. You grow, you become different, you change. I feel like I'm gonna answer this in a very generic way, but kind of need more detail. So I think just creating a healthy space and a healthy balance, and just being around people that do align with your values, beliefs, and etc. That's it. And it doesn't have to be beef, it doesn't have to be hatred, it doesn't have to be dramatic. It ain't gotta be none of that. It should still be love and respect, as if y'all still held the same morals, beliefs, and values, etc. That's how I'm gonna answer that. Next question. Someone asked, how do you know if he's actually the one God sent? Okay, so I feel like for this, honestly, please take all my things very lightly. I'm not somebody that knows it all. I'm only 25. I'm not somebody that knows it all. I'm only 25. I just want to keep throwing that emphasis out there. But I think just testing his fruit. Does he have the fruits of the spirit? Is he gentle? Is he kind? Is he faithful? Love, joy, self-control. I can't tell you yes or no, because I can't really tell you how, because I'm not God. But I think the biggest sign is, does he reflect Jesus's character? And I think also God would never send you someone that's gonna pull you out of alignment with him. If you're like, I'm waiting till marriage, I don't think like the person you meet is gonna be like,
I'm ready, bust it open.
No, probably not. Probably not him, bestie. I don't know. Like, I could be wrong. But it's a 99.9% chance. If this person always playing with your emotions, making you crash out, you was doing good, you was being peaceful, and all of a sudden you cussing somebody else, you cussing them out every night, probably not him, friend. I don't know. Probably not him. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe not him, friend. So just, look at his character. Is he cussing you out every day? Probably not him, babe. Probably not him. Is it domestic? I guarantee you 100% sure it ain't him. Girl, move on. Move on. Leave him yesterday. Leave him yesterday. Leave him yesterday. If he in the room while you watching this, turn the video down so he can't hear. Next question, y'all. Next question. I think I'm about to be questioned out. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't finna ask me no more questions after this. This the last girl talk I might be doing. This ain't a girl talk. This a girl bye. Like, you told me to leave that nigga 3 times. I may be the biggest advocate for leave that nigga today. Yesterday. Let's move on to a lighter question. So someone said, what's a show, podcast, or YouTuber you've been loving? So for YouTubers, I've started watching smaller channels just because I've been watching the same people over and over again, my regular people, and I was like, I want to expand. Like, I kind of want to watch smaller creators, and I'm talking like I'm not a small creator. Smaller creators like myself, just watching new people, subscribing to random channels. If I'm looking for music on a YouTube page or something, like, the non-copyright music, I'll see somebody in comments, oh, using this in my vlog. I'll click their page, watch a video, and subscribe if I feel they vibe. I'm just like, oh, the small YouTuber, so cute. So I don't know, it's just fun watching other people, watching people that's smaller and different people living their life. And then a show, I think, been watching the old seasons, and I do this all the time, but I've been watching the old seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's my comfort show. I don't really stray away from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Season 1 through 10, 9, what we on right now, 16? I'll even go to 12, 13, 12. I don't know, but the main season, whenever Real Housewives of Atlanta was it, whenever it was truly it and entertaining. I love watching those seasons. I love been watching those seasons, even though I already know what they're about to say. If I had a wish, it would be to be able to watch that show over again for the first time. Truthfully, that show is chef's kiss. From the banter to the reads to the jokes to all of it. 265 days a year. All of it. Phaedra lying about her due date. Truly all of it. Bye wig. Lindsay Lohan daddy. Truthfully, I just love Real Housewives. It's such a comfort show for me. Look, I can just binge watch it all day long. So I think I would go with Real Housewives of Atlanta. But right now, Real Housewives of Potomac is starting back up. So I'm kind of excited about that. Let me know if y'all want want to hear more about my input about these shows, I would love to let y'all know, because I have a lot of like, I don't know, like, what y'all think? I don't know. And last question, because my camera battery is about to die and my light has been dying this whole time. I just keep turning it back on and praying, turning it back on and praying. We'll end it again on a light and positive, because I feel like I've been going in. How do you forgive someone who never apologized? So honestly, I struggle with forgiveness. I'm not gonna lie, I struggle with forgiveness sometimes, and sometimes I'll be like, Lord, I forgive them for real, and then I'll see them or hear their name. Come here, like, you know, it's certain people. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's certain people. I would just say forgiveness is for you, and we need forgiveness every single day, and Jesus forgives us, and our sins can't be forgiven if we don't forgive. So if that helps you at all a little bit, like, that's really what helps me. Like, I really don't, sometimes I don't want to forgive some of y'all need to be choked out today, but because we know better, that's alright. We cool, no worries. So I just think, just remembering we need forgiveness too. And to be honest, also getting out of the victim mindset, always think like somebody did you wrong, and you may have been done wrong. Don't get me wrong, sometimes you're not always a victim, and sometimes you may have made someone else the victim in their story. You may be the person someone else needs to forgive. You may be a person that someone else is trying to forgive. So you may have hurt someone in life and you want the forgiveness, and someone else trying to extend that to you as well, and shoot, they may not have, but we're not perfect people. So yeah, that concludes today's video. Those are the questions I'm going to answer today. I would love to do another one of these videos if y'all want me to keep yapping. Y'all know I can do that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Bye.